What's good, YouTube? SevereOW, but y'all can call me Dion. And I'm coming at y'all with the face reveal. Here I am. You know, it's me without the headset, without the locks in front of my face. This video is about my plans for the future, the two channels I had created, the future of this channel. So right now I have one channel for my street workout or just calisthenics. It's called Dion SW. And I also have another channel that I am created with me and my girlfriend, and we'll be doing things like Am I the Asshole, maybe some different like reaction related content, or just just stuff we find on the internet, anything crazy. So the name of that channel is KND. The @ is KND Candy. That's because her name is Carissa and my name is Dion. Carissa and Dion. Trying to branch out, trying to expand my content. I really want to send this thing. I really just want to send it. I really love this. I really love making content. It makes me happy. I like creating regardless of if it becomes my full-time job or not. So as for this channel and Overwatch, I'm gonna still be uploading my Soldier 76 videos for sure. So I'll have it'll probably be like every 2 weeks though, and I'll still try to do the full gameplays. I think I want to do more of those rather than the highlights, but I still will be doing the highlights. So I want to get to at least 100 of those highlights before I like completely stop any Soldier 76 related like montages. So there's that, and then maybe after I reach 100 I'll probably start playing different heroes. It'll probably be Tracer and Widow. I don't think I'll be playing any projectile. They're all cheese heroes anyways. Hanzo's a cheese hero. Every single time I play Soldier, I'm forced to just keep jumping the whole entire time so he doesn't hit a headshot. Genji's a cheese hero. All you do is press Q and then everyone's dead. Especially with Nano, there's absolutely nothing you could do about it unless you have Sleep Dart. So that's that. I mean, I don't know why that's a thing in the game. Like, but point being, I'll probably be playing Tracer, Widow, Cass, Ashe like I usually have, but I don't play them that often, like at all. Like out of all of my like 1,600 hours in this game, like 1,200 of it has been Soldier 76. Like I play him that much, so I won't be stopping Overwatch anytime soon, but I'll definitely have a lot more Call of Duty on there, a lot more Black Ops 7. I've been having a lot of fun on it with the new Hawker HKWHW. I forgot what the fuck it's called, but it's basically the ballista from Black Ops 2, and it's really fun. And they released the 10v10, so clips are just gonna be piling up, and I just love that. I can never give up Call of Duty. I just love it too much, and I always wanted to bring my aim to that, but more so on the sniping side, because there wasn't, like I said in my raw input interview, there's not a lot of aimer snipers, not a lot of people who put aim related sniping content, so I want to be one of those. I still want actual sniping standard clips too on top of that, and by that I mean like the 5-ons, the multis, all of that. I'm also going to branch out and play other FPS, probably not any, like maybe some scary games and stuff like that, but that's probably like in the future. I'm just too competitive and I love FPS too much. Marvel Rivals is definitely coming back. Alright, I'm filming this a day later, but basically what I was saying was I will be playing Marvel Rivals again, and I will be playing some scary games. I just played Resident Evil yesterday, Resident Evil 7, and I was really enjoying it. I already know the story, but somebody basically had the game, and I'd never really played scary games before, and I was enjoying it, so it wasn't too bad. Even though I didn't have my headset on, I don't think I would mind playing some scary games, but they would probably have to be like around that level. I mean, you never know until you play the game, but something like of that popularity. So a little bit about who I am again. As y'all know, I love calisthenics, and I'm more so on the skill side of things and sets and reps / endurance. I don't do any weight. I'm trying to see how far I can get without adding any weight, and just by changing the leverage of an exercise or changing the variation of it. So technically that's adding weight. So if I get good at rows, I'm gonna do tucked front lever rows, and then advanced tuck front lever rows, to straddle, to full front lever rows. Pull-ups, I can go wider, or I can just do one-arm pull-ups. And usually if you can do one-arm pull-ups, you're already jacked by that point or close to it, or you're just like 90 pounds soaking wet. So I'm trying to see how far my physique can get just by changing the leverage of an exercise or changing the variation, and always trying to reach failure. Right now I'm working on the front lever. My human flag is almost there. I can only do like 2 muscle ups, and it's with a lot of kip. My PR for full range of motion pull-ups, like all the way down, scapular retraction to like all the way to the top, is like 18 reps. Dips are like 24, push-ups 40, and rows, well, if you want to count like advanced tuck front lever rows, you could say about 7. And my goal is to get as many skills as possible and to basically be as elite as my body can possibly perform, as elite as I could be. I want every skill. My dream skill right now is the 1-arm front lever, and I also want the 1-arm planche. So as far as my gaming career and like how I started, basically when I was young, my brothers put me onto the Nintendo, and then from there my nephew had put me onto the PSP, and then I was basically a PlayStation kid growing up. A lot of PS3, a lot of racing games like Need for Speed, like Midnight Club, and I also played FPS. My first game ever was on the PS3, and it was MW3 2011. And I mean, you guys already know that story from my Raw Input podcast. I was basically ray gunning until 2016. I met a dude named Herzia. Shout out to Herzia, aka SJ. So I'm notoriously known in the older sniping communities and the clients as somebody who uses semi-automatic sniper rifles, which are known to be easier, but I think more about the aim and the potential of the quantity or the amount of people I get in the clip rather than like the quality. So for example, like people like quad headshot feeds, like 6 multis with a bolt action because it's harder. Me, I like the 6-on time 2s, the 7-ons, killing like 14, 15 people in a clip. And sometimes that does involve looking at a spawn trap, but it feels more dominant in a way because there's nothing that they can do about it sometimes, and it's just kind of fun watching people just get shit on over and over and over again. You're spawning into shit, and I just look into a spawn trap, easy quad to, or like a quad ending 7-on. Like I like those clips with like mass amounts of like kills in it and shit. That's why I've always used semi-autos, but I don't have a problem with using bolts, like if it's for a challenge, especially now. Like since my aim is like really good now and I can dominate most lobbies, like if there was any like client where they just took away bolt, or if they took away semi-auto snipers, I'd still be fine. Like it's fun. It's still fun to use bolt actions. I do prefer them to be faster, but even if they aren't fast, I'll just reload cancel it. And if I can't reload cancel it, then fuck it. Like it's whatever. I'll still use that, and I'll do the best I can. I do have some standard to it though. Like I still have used, it'll usually be in like a throwaway montage. Like I made a lot of montages just for the fun of it, and they're not meant to be taken seriously, like super seriously, as like a best montage. Like I've never really had many montages like professionally edited like a lot of these teams do. But one day I still do want to create like an actual high standard like sniping community clip, a video with a lot of bolt action clips in there, like actual good clip. Have hit good clips. I have had a lot of unluckiness in the clients and stuff though. I would, even when I did use the bolts, I would get so many kills in these clients. Like I would always be top frag. Zelta knows, Zenfas knows, like I would always be top frag, but you would barely ever see me hit a clip. And then when I did hit a clip, no one noticed it, and it was kind of funny because people hated me in those fucking lobbies. And I get it though, like if you're just getting spammed down constantly, or spam, that's also something else I gotta talk about, the difference between spamming and just literally shooting fast because you have the potential to do it. So the way that sniping standard clips worked back in the old clients and the old Call of Duties, basically the kill feed would be up to 7, but as soon as it got to 4 and you got one more kill, it would roll, but all 5 kills could still be on the screen. That would be called a 5-on. If you got a collat, it will be a 6-on. Nowadays you can get a single ending 6-on just because the kill feed allows it to, so it's not as valuable to the sniping community. And in the older Call of Duties, it was harder to get 5-ons and 6-ons because your name could be too long and it could split the feed. Specifically on console, you could split yourself by having too long of a name. So that's also why a lot of people had shorter names, and it was just easy to remember. It was just easier to remember other players' names. But basically, you could split yourself, and the kill feed would only go up to 7. There was like a few CODs, I forget which ones, but there was a few CODs where the kill feed would, I think, allow up to like 9 or 10 or some shit. I think it was like some of the Modern Warfares. I'm not 100% sure, but basically when you get split is when somebody kills somebody else, or somebody kills themselves in the game, like with a C4. Some people will actually intentionally do that to split your feed because they know it will piss you off. Or I think if somebody like left the game or they lost connection, that could split you. So getting like unsplit in the feed, it looked clean and it was highly valued. It was really just harder back then, but now you can extend the time of the kill feed. I think you can even set how many kills appear on the kill feed, but I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not. But I do know you can set the time. I know that's for certain on like most of the newer CODs. But basically back then, 6-on times 2s were like unreal. Like if you hit that, that was a god clip back then. I forgot who it was. Some guy on like a PlayStation. He had a resistance 6-on times 2 9 multi with a MSR, and it was kind of a spawn stare, but it was all quick scope, and they were kind of running out at an angle where you have to aim at every single one of them. And it was a point stack, meaning he didn't really get the full multi. And people would see that. I remember the days. If you point stack the multi, everybody would call you a slow shot. I love those days, like, cause they could see it in the kill feed. They would say 1, 2, and you would get the 4 kills. They would see you get the 4 kills, and if the shots were too slow in between each kill, you would point stack it. It wouldn't be a multi. The points would literally stack on your screen, but it wouldn't show multi kill on the right because it was too slow. It wasn't quick enough. And basically in a multi, I'm gonna explain a multi. In between each kill has to be 1 second or less, I'm pretty sure. Like I think it can't be any more than a second. And it has to be at least 4 kills. So if I get a kill, it has to be like psh, 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 and it gotta be at least 4 kills, and in between each kill cannot be more than a second. So if you hit a 7 multi, you hit 7 shots quickly, consistently. I think like in MW3 it literally defines it like get 4 kills in rapid succession. And basically back in the day it was harder to get a multi because in the newer CODs the multi time extended it to like 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. Like they just kept extending it as the years went on. Eventually people would post their multis and then they would get flamed by the OG, you know, the OG. It just became a toxic community. So I just left it, and it was just hard to like get into good teams back then. Everybody was doing it for a hobby, you know. Nobody really expected to, you know, because sniping really died unless you were somebody like Scope and you kept playing the new CODs and you took content creation like a little bit more seriously with, you know, face cam and stuff like that. You could have possibly made it doing some you know, like some sniping and stuff like that, but you had to be consistent with every new COD and you had to be really good. As the years go on, all of the new CODs end up having like higher standards and stuff. So now I think like, you know, 6-on times 2 is a good clip. Some 5-ons are still good if it's like bold action in like a good spot. You know, some of the good clip standards are still around. And really you could go by your own standard, but really if you think about it, the community determines the standards. The community will always determine the standards, and that depends on if what you want to go for. You know, like if you just add your personality in there and stuff like that, you might not even have to be good if the video is funny or something like that. But if you want to go down the route of like being competitive and getting into teams and stuff like that, yeah, like you got to show some skill. You got to, you know, put in the work for good quality clips. And me, I just never went down the route of trying like really hard for like, you know, using the bolts and going for better spots. I was addicted to just using them semis and just trying to get any aim clip that I could. Like aim is really where I'm centered, and that's where Overwatch comes in. You know what I'm saying? That'll always be my game. I always like tracking, specifically reactive, but I'm known for my smoothness, even though I've mainly only trained reactive. I don't think I got to make my reactive shine a lot since I always use lower sensitivity, so that's why I'm on like a higher sensitivity arc. And I'm dueling a lot more, doing a lot more 1v1s. Alright, so now I'm gonna show y'all my room. You already know. I'm an anime fan, you know what I'm saying? Demon Slayer, you already know the deal. All of this stuff right here are my brother's stuff. One of my brothers had passed away. I'm pretty sure it was both of theirs though, but I just took it and put it in my room. I'm going to need to remove that Under Armour sign. I just forgot about that shit being there. No one rocks that shit anymore. I just kind of left it there. So this is my son Morty. So this is probably what my kid will look like anyways, because of you know what I'm saying, me and my girlfriend. But yeah, I don't condone anything the past voice actor did, and I also don't really watch the show. I've never really like sat down and watched like too many episodes of the show. You know, somebody I knew just won it at one of those crane shits at like stores and shit, and I was like, oh shit, Morty. I like, you don't know nothing about that shit. Give it to me. And I just took it. We got the PS5 controller that was also that's what Morty was laying on. And then over here we got some supercars. As I said before, you already know that I played a lot of, you know, Need for Speed, Midnight Club growing up. My favorite car ever at the end of all of these games will be the Koenigsegg. The Koenigsegg, the fastest road vehicle of all time is the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, and it apparently goes 333 miles per hour, but I'm pretty sure they never did a like top speed test on it. I don't know why, but I think like all the calculations and shit add up to that. But it's not just about the speed, it's about how it looks. And I would never travel that fast anyways. I'm not risking my life for that shit, but I do want to hit like 230 at one point, maybe like 240. German Autobahn. But the Koenigsegg has always been faster than the Bugatti, and no one knows about it. Like, nobody knows what a Koenigsegg is. The average person just knows what a Bugatti is because of Future. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I don't even have a model of it because, like, all of the models that you could get of it were like $200. All of these you see right here were like 20 to like 40-ish USD, $20-$40. So the fastest Bugatti that was released, I think they're coming out with another one again, but the fastest one that was released, I actually have two of them. My mom got me one because she saw I was collecting a bunch of them, and then I bought one before that. So this blue one right here, I bought it first, and the green one she got me, so I'm gonna show y'all both of them. I used to love collecting these. I stopped like 2 or 3 years ago, but this is the Bugatti Bolide. This is the one that mama bought me. You can like roll it and shit too, like roll it backwards and then it goes forward. And then I think this opens, or is it only the other one? I don't remember. But I know in supercars the engine's actually in the back, in the trunk rather than the front, because it's like, I think it's big. I don't know a whole lot of shit. I don't know like a whole lot about cars, but just a little bit. Is this the one that opened? Yeah, it opened like a little bit. Blue is my favorite color. It's not red, even though I own more red, like when it comes to clothes and shit. But in my like theme of my whole channel is red, but blue has always been my favorite color. It's just hard to find like the right blue. Like I like my room kind of blue. Like I like this kind of color, my room. But like people don't know how to put blue on clothes and shit. They don't know how to make it look good. But that's mostly it though. You got my dip bar. You got a refrigerator with not much shit in it. Some Greek yogurt, some water, some chicken breast at the top, and it was some waffles. But I like ratio Greek yogurt. It's like 28 grams of protein. And you can see my little tracer. I willingly bought this, but I was also gifted a few Funko Pops from someone. And I don't go out of my way to willingly buy these. I was just gifted them and I just kept them. I'll show y'all these other two. I just noticed I got 2 Doctor Stranges. And when my brother had passed away, I went into a little antique store and I got this little globe. And then I had to travel all the way from Colorado to, you guessed it, Ohio. I tried like I drove every state in between, and I tried to see if I could get something from every state on the way back. And this was from Colorado. And don't it say Colorado on it? Yeah, you can barely see it. Right there, there we go. See that at the very bottom, Colorado thing? My girlfriend really likes these stones. I think they keep them around for good luck. So I just kept. I thought it was cool. It's kind of like glowing in the middle, not glowing, but like glistening a little bit. Yeah, y'all see that shit? That shit clean. But yeah, I just thought it was cool. I don't even know what this is called. I could probably find it. She probably knows what it's called, but yeah, that's about it. But this is me. This is my face reveal. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. As you know, there's gonna be some more content, more soldier content, more full gameplays. I gotta get that rolling more. And the soldier highlights now will be more of. There's gonna be some more challenges. As y'all know, I used to do the little sensitivity challenges, so now I'm gonna do different mice. Try to add in some more mouse pads in there, and I also am going to be doing those grip style tests. I will be linking the Calisthenics Channel and me and my girlfriend's channel in the description. Please be sure to check those out. I'll be doing more just, you know, my workout plan, vlog style kind of videos on my Calisthenics Channel, and then me and my girlfriend some reaction videos to some things and some am I the asshole kind of type content. So some love. I love y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.